run it up in here. I ain't even from around here. Man, I only roll with big deals, homie. Big.
As we begin Week 8, we'll see a pair of teams match up for just the 5th time. Get ready for the Rams and the Texans. Next on EA Sports.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 25. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, shows up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the Texans set to take over on offense, and we see them led out by their veteran quarterback in his 11th season in the NFL, but first in the Lone Star State, Tyrod Taylor. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Taylor. And he finds Danny Amendola. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Taylor will throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Ingram. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 15 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'll get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Quick slant here to Woods. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Brings up third down.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. "31 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the half. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Looking to throw again on second down. Taylor being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Taylor trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this 1st half. So we are at halftime here. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Taylor escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I can't believe they even let you play.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Nifty running by Beckham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Ben's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Here's Beckham. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And now this is intercepted, my goodness. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 in the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And Woods has it complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now Roethlisberger out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Meanwhile, Ben's throw pulled in by Woods. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. The quick slant caught. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Taylor to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harmon. Unable to corral him. He fights through.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Here's Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tyrod Taylor taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a Tyrod Taylor touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now Taylor. Amendola's got it, complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action, it's Taylor. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. To throw is Taylor. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kelvin Harmon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Bailey got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Going up top for Kupp. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
143 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
And the Texans are right back in this football game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Taylor, 36 yards on the play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harmon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
Roethlisberger's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Yes, folks, that is